Hi, this is Carol with Fabric, and in this video we're going to take a look at the new Xytech user interface called X2, which is available in pre-release and coming out for general release very soon. So I'm going to take a look at the job management module features in this video, and then there'll be additional videos soon with other parts of the system. So I've already logged in, and you'll notice I see a calendar. If you're a user who's also a resource, when you log in, it's going to show you your calendar. This will resize automatically if you're doing it on a phone, a tablet, laptop, or a large monitor. So I've logged in. I happen to also be a resource, so it's just showing me anything that I'm booked on this week. I can switch to the day view, the month view, and my agenda view. This is very similar to the calendar gadgets that we have today. One thing you can also do is you can go between a dark and a light mode. I'm in dark mode right here, and I can switch to light mode as well. Okay. I'm going to go over here now to the navigator, and we're going to take a look at the jobs. So from the navigator, we have the jobs list here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and you'll see it brings up a search list and also the active jobs. So I can search by the job description, job number from here. We also have the ability to set up advanced search fields where I can search by anything. But let's start with just the standard search. So if I have a job and I know it starts with the word level, it immediately brings up any jobs that start with the word level. So here's my job. It's called Level Up. I'm just going to click on it and it's going to open it up so I can actually see all the different information. So the layouts that you're going to see today, these are the standard layouts. You will have the ability to modify the layouts similar to the way you can do it in the Xytech product today. So the first tab here is we're looking at is just the basic job information, the overview. If I scroll down, you'll notice we have added the ability to have some nice graphical graphs here. So in this box over here, we're looking at the invoices and payments. So if you use our accounts receivable, you'd be able to capture payments here on this particular graph, and then invoices as if you do any invoicing in job management. So I can see as I hover over this, the amount of invoices for this job that I've already processed and the amount of payments that have been collected, and it'll tell me when. Over here, we're just looking at a graphical representation of all the work orders by their status or phase. So there's 18 total work orders, 28% are confirmed, 28% are on hold. I've billed 6% and invoiced 39%. So remember, bill means it's ready to bill. It's not actually invoiced yet. Okay. All right, so then we have the work orders tab here. This is going to list all the work orders inside this job, and I can certainly click on one to open them up. The invoices, this is a new feature now where we can actually see all the invoices for a given job inside the job itself. So you can see all the invoices. It also lets you know if there's a balance due on those invoices, perhaps they've been paid or not. So you don't have to go to the accounts receivable module to find out that information. And you can actually click on an invoice to open it up, take a look at it, and you can also email it from here or print it. We have two default print styles, a summary and a detail. And just to give you an example, here's the detail. It's just going to show all the details. You can see here there's two work orders combined on this one invoice, and I'm showing all the detail. If I go to summary format, it's basically more of just a summary with a grand total. So depending on what your needs are, it's kind of like a statement. This is for this particular invoice. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to hit my backspace on my navigator up here to go back to the previous page. I'm back at my job. Let's look at the financials. This is just a snapshot of this job at this moment in time. It's telling me the total work orders inside the job, whether they've been invoiced or not. That's what they total at this moment. There's a quote for this job and it's been approved, and that's the quote total. Sometimes you might refer to this as budget. And then this is actually how much has actually been billed or invoiced, posted work orders. Okay. If there was any credits, they'd be listed here. And it's showing me also my cost. So based on the cost on the work order transactions. This is the total cost. So this could be labor cost, it could be external cost. It really depends on, the billing transactions. Okay, so that's our financials tab on our job. Then we have contacts. So this is where you can have the primary contacts for this job. They'll be listed here, and you can also add additional contacts here. Here is billing information, where you would have the rate card, the tax status, things like that. If there is any quotes, they'd be listed here, and you can see I do have a quote here. It's been approved. And if I want to open it up, I can certainly click on it and take a look at that quote. So this is the information about the quote. Down here, it looks like I've got 15 days, 15 8-hour days for an editor I've quoted, or I've budgeted for 12 8-hour days of an audio person, etc. Okay. We also have the quote versus actuals, where you can come in here and just see where am I at. So I can see where I'm over and where I still have budget remaining. So it looks like for the audio operator, my quote was for 12 days, and it looks like I've actually used 4, so I still have some remaining. It's also given me a variance in dollars and percent. So at a glance, I can see where I'm at on any of these items. Attachments. This is where you can attach one or more things. It could be a document, a PDF, email, images, logos, anything. And then here's the change log for this particular quote. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back now to my job. So that was the quotes tab. We've also added the media orders tab. So even though media orders are a work order, we're going to separate them out. So now you can see the media orders are on their own tab. I don't have any for this job at the moment, but if I did, they'd be listed here. It's just an easy way to separate them out. Here's the attachments tab. Again, this can be one or more things attached to the job. Previously, I was showing you quote attachments. So here I have one item attached. It looks like it's an image, a PNG. I could add as many things as I need to here. And then, of course, we have our change log. So this is, since the job has been added, everything that's been changed on this job since it's been created. So that is the new job UI. So I'm going to go back over here, and now I want to show you a couple other things from our work orders. I'm going to go to the work order search list, and similar to the jobs, you'll notice it's much quicker. The way it retrieves information is very fast. And in here again, I can search by a number of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and bring up all the work orders that are, let's say, everything that's actually scheduled. So it's just a quick way to bring them up. And then we have a nice way to visualize from any search list, whether it's your jobs, your work orders, media orders, transmission orders. We do have this visualize. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And basically it's using AI to visualize the information that's on your screen. So I can say, let Claude decide on how to visualize it. And then I can tell it to show only the top 10, compare by month, group by status. I can give it custom instructions. I'm not going to give it any. I'm just going to say generate, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it did its best guess at what I might want to see in a visual sense of those work orders that I've searched for, and it's just showing it to me by the order type. I can download this as a PNG if I want, and I can also regenerate it. So I can do this again, and I can say group it by customer, by job, things like that. It's a quick way, and this is a really nice feature, and you can do this on almost any search list. So let's say and let's see what it does now. Okay, so now it's grouped and given me a visual representation of those work orders that I've searched for, and it's grouped them by their customer. So you can see there's Delft Media Group, Simba, and as I hover over it, it's telling me the actual customer name as well. Okay, I can download this as a PNG. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do here.